We all carry stories within us, some beautiful, some unfinished. There are words we never spoke, feelings we never shared, and moments that linger in the quiet corners of our hearts. Sometimes these stories are like letters we wrote but never sent, tucked away in the hope that one day we might find the courage to let them go. The ache you feel for closure is the weight of an unsent letter, a conversation that never happened. It's the silent longing for understanding, for a gentle ending that never arrived. We replay these moments, wondering what might have changed if only we'd found the right words, or if the other person had offered theirs. When someone leaves without an apology, it can make us question our worth and reality. We search for reasons, for explanations that might ease the sting. The silence left behind can echo louder than any words, making us doubt ourselves and the story we thought we shared. Waiting for their words gives them power over your happiness. It's as if your peace is held hostage by a sentence that may never come. The longer you wait, the heavier the burden becomes, and the more you lose sight of your own voice. You deserve to be free from this weight. You deserve to breathe deeply, to feel the sun on your face, and to reclaim the parts of yourself that have been waiting in the shadows. Freedom begins when you decide to stop waiting for someone else to set you free. True closure doesn't have to come from them. It can come from you. You can write your own ending even if it's just for yourself. Sometimes the act of putting your feelings into words, of acknowledging your pain and your hope, is enough to begin the healing process. Healing begins when you realize you can write the final chapter yourself. You can choose what you carry forward and what you leave behind. The story is yours to finish, in your own time and in your own way. This isn't about forgetting or pretending it didn't hurt. It's about honoring your experience and giving yourself permission to feel every emotion: grief, anger, hope, and relief. Healing is not erasing the past, but learning to live with it gently. It's about moving forward with grace, even if the wound is still tender. Each step you take is a quiet act of courage, a testament to your strength and resilience. The path may be winding, but every moment of peace you find is a victory. You have the power to give yourself the compassion and permission to heal. You can be gentle with yourself, offering the kindness you once hoped to receive from others. In this way, you become your own source of comfort and strength. The path ahead may be quiet, but it leads to inner calm and self-acceptance. With each step, you'll discover new parts of yourself, parts that are whole, worthy, and ready to begin again. Let's begin this journey together. You are not alone, and every step you take toward healing is a step toward a brighter, lighter heart. Silence after a painful goodbye is heavy with words left unsaid. We replay conversations, searching for answers, hoping for the perfect response. These unspoken words become stones in our pockets, weighing us down. The longing for a final conversation is a sign of how deeply we cared. But holding on to hope for an apology keeps us anchored to pain. The first step to healing is acknowledging the weight you carry. See these unspoken words as echoes of the past, not your present. You don't have to fight them, just notice them with kindness. Say to yourself, I am carrying this weight, and it is heavy. Acknowledge your longing for words that may never come. This simple act is self-compassion. Begin to set down the stones one by one. Walk forward with a lighter heart. When hurt, our inner critic can be relentless. But what if you tended a garden of self-compassion instead? Imagine pulling out weeds of self-blame and planting seeds of kindness. Treat yourself as you would a dear friend. Offer comfort, not criticism. Each day find a small way to be kind to yourself. These acts are like watering your garden, growing roots of self-worth. A garden doesn't bloom overnight. Be patient with your heart. As you nurture yourself, you'll need less validation from others. You'll have your own wellspring of compassion. When pain arises, meet it with a gentle inner voice. It's okay to feel this. You are worthy of love and healing. This is how you reclaim your power. Become the gardener of your soul, cultivating peace no one can take away. Acceptance isn't about condoning what happened, nor is it about erasing memories or pretending pain never existed. It's about seeing reality as it truly is, without the filters of denial or wishful thinking. Acceptance is a gentle, courageous act, one that asks us to look at our lives honestly, even when it's uncomfortable. It's acknowledging that the past is unchangeable, that some wounds may never be fully healed, and that the apology you long for may never arrive. Acceptance means letting go of the hope that things could have been different, and instead making peace with what is. Imagine you're standing at a fork in the road. One path loops endlessly through old hurts, replaying what went wrong, keeping you stuck in a cycle of pain. The other path, though unfamiliar, leads toward healing, growth, and a new sense of self. Choosing acceptance is like stepping onto that new path. It's a conscious decision to leave behind the weight of resentment and regret, and to move forward even if the way ahead feels uncertain. As you walk, you carry your feelings with you, sadness, anger, confusion, but instead of letting them lead you in circles, you acknowledge them, allowing them to be present without giving them control over your journey. You might say to yourself, "I see you, pain. I see you, disappointment." And then, with compassion, you keep moving forward, step by step. Acceptance doesn't mean the pain disappears. Instead, it means you learn to hold your pain gently, without letting it define your entire story. You become more than what happened to you. Think of your emotions like clouds drifting across the sky. They come and go, sometimes dark and heavy, sometimes light and fleeting. But you are the sky, vast, open, and unchanged by passing storms. As you continue walking, you begin to notice the small beauties along the way, a patch of sunlight, the sound of birds, the gentle touch of a breeze. These moments of peace remind you that life still holds joy, even as you carry your pain. Gradually, you stop wishing for a different past. Instead, you start investing in the present, treating yourself with kindness and patience. You realize that healing isn't about forgetting, but about living fully in the here and now. Your peace isn't locked away behind a closed door or hidden in the past. It's waiting for you on the open path ahead, ready to be discovered with each step you take. Find your footing in the present moment. Feel the ground beneath you, breathe in the fresh air, and know that you are exactly where you need to be. Acceptance is the first step toward freedom. With every step, you move closer to peace, to wholeness, and to the life that's waiting for you. Keep walking. Letting go isn't a grand gesture. It's a series of quiet moments, often unnoticed by the world, but deeply felt within. It's not about forgetting or pretending that pain never existed. Instead, it's about allowing yourself to move gently through your emotions, honoring them, and then releasing them when you're ready. Like a tree in autumn, release your pain and longing for apology, leaf by leaf. Each leaf that falls is a memory, a regret, or a hope for something different. The tree doesn't force the leaves to drop all at once. It lets go slowly in its own time, trusting the process. Try this. Close your eyes and picture your hurt written on a leaf. Feel its weight, its texture, the story it carries. Now imagine the wind gently lifting it from your hand, carrying it away into the open sky. Notice the lightness that follows, even if it's just for a moment. This isn't denial. It's changing your relationship with pain. You're not pushing it away or pretending it doesn't matter. Instead, you're choosing to let it move through you, to let it transform, to let it go when it's ready. You're not erasing the past, but allowing it to drift away, like leaves floating downstream. The memories remain, but their hold on you softens. You can watch them pass by, knowing they no longer define you. Repeat this ritual as often as needed. Some days, You may need to let go of the same hurt again and again. That's part of the journey. Each time you practice, you strengthen your ability to release, to trust, and to heal. Some days the leaf flies far, carried swiftly by the wind. Other days, it lingers nearby, circling before it finally drifts away. Both are natural. Healing isn't linear, and letting go doesn't always happen all at once. That's okay. Letting go creates space for new growth, joy, peace, self-love. When you release what no longer serves you, you make room for new experiences, new connections, and new hope to take root in your life. You're clearing your inner landscape, not forgetting your seasons. Every experience, every emotion has shaped you, but now you're choosing to honor the past while making space for what's next. Integrate the past, but focus on the new life waiting to emerge. Let the lessons remain, but let the pain transform into wisdom, compassion, and strength. Your strength lies in your ability to release and renew. Trust the cycle of letting go and beginning again. Each time you do, you become more resilient, more open, and more at peace with yourself. Let go and make room for what's next. The future is waiting, full of possibility, ready for you to step forward with an open heart. Painful experiences can feel like unfinished chapters in your story, but you are the author. You decide what comes next. You can't erase the past, but you can turn the page. Journaling is a powerful way to draft your next chapter. Write unsent letters, pour out your feelings, and let the page hold your pain. Then, write about your healing and the person you want to become. Focus on your strengths, resilience, and lessons learned. This isn't pretending you're not hurt, it's shifting your narrative to one of strength. Try a symbolic ritual. Burn the old pages or let them float away. These acts declare you're no longer stuck in someone else's story. You are the author now. Start your hopeful new chapter today. Your story is yours to write. In a noisy world, we forget the healing power of solitude. Solitude isn't loneliness. It's choosing to spend time with yourself. In quiet moments, you hear your own heart. Solitude can be a walk in the park, a cup of tea by the window, or early morning stillness. Let the noise settle. Don't try to solve or fix the past. Just be present with yourself and your emotions. Observe sadness or anger without judgment. In solitude, you untangle your feelings and realize peace comes from within. This practice builds self-reliance and comfort. The more time you spend with yourself, the less you need closure from others. Discover the deep well of peace within you. Solitude is the path back to yourself. Suffering often comes from living in the past or worrying about the future. Waiting for an apology keeps you stuck in time. Healing is found in the present moment. Anchor yourself by connecting with your senses. Notice what you see, feel, hear, smell, and taste. Let this pull you out of swirling thoughts and into your body. Use your breath as an anchor. Observe it, don't change it. Each breath is a new beginning. Inhale peace, exhale tension. The breath grounds you in the storm of memories. Peace isn't the absence of pain, but holding it differently. Practice returning to the present, creating islands of calm. Peace is a practice, not a destination. The future may have once seemed empty without them, but now it's an open field. This is your chance to build a life defined by your choices, not their absence. Dream again. Rediscover what brings you quiet joy. Weave small joys into your days and rediscover yourself. Surround yourself with gentle, supportive people who see your worth. Each act of self-care and joy is a brick in your new foundation. One day, you'll see the beautiful sanctuary you've built. The empty space becomes a garden you created for yourself. Your future is bright because of the love you give yourself. Step forward into possibility. We've walked a gentle path, tending self-compassion, letting go, rewriting your story. Healing isn't a destination, but a daily practice. The longing for closure may echo, but it no longer controls you. You've learned to listen to your own heart, not the silence of others. Your strength and worth are yours to claim. The key to peace was always in your own hand. You've given yourself the compassion and closure you needed. This is self-love and empowerment. The story isn't over. A new chapter begins now. Remember, you're allowed to move forward, even if they never looked back.